This is Deb Helfrich, hashtag Redheaded She-Hulk, and we're doing a little bit of a Chappelle challenge bit. Just because, like a crazy person, I think Dave Chappelle is my comedy soulmate in profundity, in complexity, in wanting to take something and just ramble around and tie things together that you don't see clearly. Because there's all this shit. It's just fundamentally fucked up. Now, I just got into a good place in my first one and the screen froze. So what I was talking about is listening to Jerry Seinfeld on Tim Ferriss's podcast. I think Tim Ferriss's podcast. Now, for all my previous years, that flub would have just been a rush of problemos. Oh, in 2020, we all need to adapt, all Homo sapiens. And it is this thing, this phenomena, that now even podcasts are dominated by a mega multimillionaire, global phenomenon entertainer. Hi, Seinfeld. Profundity in the pizza parlor. Philosophers. Again, in this bit, I just feel like being. Creatively in this performance. It might be a little excruciating to you in the way that 2020 has been excruciating to you. All of your neuronal circuits want a certain level of polish, a certain level of pizzazz. But philosophizing, hypothesizing, telling the truth about human potential, well, it's messy, it's complicated. It's not linear nor very causal. And so you pull this framework together and you build a rapport and a context. What Seinfeld said, and I'm a huge fan of comedians and cars getting coffee, most especially because of what it did, how it triangulated Chappelle for me. That little, and they said, because it's like they don't like regular people. That's so me. As the highly sensitive redhead. And this has been the confrontation that has been brewing for so long. And now, I'm doing all this just for my damn self. Where's my audience? I want, first and foremost, to be perfectly honest, I don't give a damn about the audience. I want collaborators. The part of the Chappelle challenge, let's be the preamble, right? The prenup is that Dave Chappelle will insist that we get paid the same. All right, once I get to him and we just have a blast talking, and we do some work, a little strategic collaboration, a little something, something. Chappelle's been begging. He's like, he's so good at doing what he does. He needs a redhead. A complete and utter, wave. I mean, I just tweeted. Go look. Jerry Seinfeld and Tim Ferriss. Twice. Because I reported them in a previous video. Yeah, they got automation. They're assistants. Are they not tweeting? But they might. It's 2020. Either one of them might get irritated at something and be like, well, I can find the people on the tweeter. And they find his redhead. It's a fantastic story here. I have played this play. I have polished these. Tweeting it, who, what, where, when. It'll make a fabulous documentary. But somebody's got to come to my assistance. My collaborative, this is somebody in a really interesting situation who does see it as a gift she can give to humanity. Jeez Louise, right? She loves Africans and Africa. And she's committed to ending racism this decade. How in the hell do people not see me say this? But I don't know where the stream is to get that amplified. And my job is to keep coming back here to well-being philosophy. Just thinking clearly about human potential so that we can, to everyone, spread life-centric thinking principles. This is not something a few leaders can fix. Because you're just going to keep doing this elitist, some people get to be Seinfeld and Tim Ferriss, and the rest of us is who the hell he is. My becoming a stand-up philosopher should be within the purview of Jerry Seinfeld's success. Now, I personally think, again, I'm all Chappelle. Because I need a curse. Because I don't want to necessarily just do the polished bits. Whose job is it to make sure there's enough jobs for everyone? Whose job is it to make companies stop with this crazy, fraudulent recruiting process? Look, I need a check written. Talking to myself. But oh my God, I could just start handing out abundance. I'm the guru behind a doer that never got heard. This not confronting. And I've been confronting on the tweeter time and time and time again. So here's an embodiment. Just happen as though the only way to stay alive is my chin. See its state change there? A few of them. What's more useful in 2021 as we're trying to adapt and evolve human civilization? Is it a polished TED Talk? Or is it, again, this is not, I don't have to depose TED Talks to make Deb Talks a thing. But Deb Talks are dynamic, energetic, and brilliant. Kind of curatorial, banning Rupert Sheldrake situations. Hey, you want to die? Make a TED Talk, make a TED Talk, make a TED Talk. I'm over here dangling off the bleeding edge of human consciousness. Won't people be like stepping on my fingernails? Like, don't make us confront this. As far as I'm concerned, and I am being 100% truthful, we can save this species from self-extincting within 30 years. This is what drives me. Philosophically valid, looking at the whole perspective of all of it, from global warming, climate change, political instability, financial hegemony. You know, it's the digitization of Wall Street from the 80s. And we have our Michael Douglas movie to really, really set point all of us. But the capacity of computers and databases to store ever larger numbers is what let the people who had the largest numbers invent new digits. True story. I processed payroll for a living for 2 decades. One place I worked had a CEO who in 1 year has made one decision and was to receive a check, not 7 figures, but 8 figures. And the payroll software, and this was like 12, 13, 14, no longer than 15 years ago. So I think it was like 14. Couldn't process. Break it apart into 2 checks, into 2 this, 2 that. I'm sure now, forget about 8 figures, 9, 10. Was processing the amount of money that Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Now, these guys need a Deb in their life. They need a Deb talker. They need somebody who's not in the least impressed and in fact is really fucking like, oh my God, y'all, please stop harming our species. You played the game really well. And you received all these accolades and you got all this money. Think this through. Do we really allow this one guy? And maybe there's a few of these guys, but all right. They racing to see who gets to be the one to be the new emperor of Mars. But if you have all these resources, and we still, 1/3 of humans without reliable access to clean water, shelter, or adequate nutrition, from all together. The WHO, the World Health Organization, says in the next 4 years, 2025, 50% of the Earth is in water-stressed regions. So that's why they're saying go to Mars. How much fucking money does it to ship one bag of cement to Mars? You gotta ship all the water there too. The weight of building all of this stuff adds like 7 to 37% overhead. Everything. Forget about even the labor, the drones, you know, make it all be robotically built and everything. And what I hope you're seeing, you're diving into the complexity of building a Mars city. I see the dream. I see the need. I see the this. I see the that. And I say to myself, in a perfect, it's perfect Chappelle and Seinfeld bit. I just told a long rambling story on your ass. And now I'm going to polish this right up. Both and plus improv thinking would start demanding that Elon Musk build Mars City prototype in Africa. The Kalahari Desert. You know he's South African, right? He was born and raised in apartheid South Africa to a father who owned an emerald mine in Zambia. Think a little bit differently about his pissing contest with Gavin Newsom about sending Tesla workers back to the factory when the governor was saying, nope. This man, the one who should be igniting a whole new planet? I mean, he's got the wealth and the business acumen and the engineering acumen, and this is all great, right? I'm not saying anything about all of that, but it's got to come along with love and care and concern. And he can take all of this and do it first in Africa. Give real humans real jobs. Create a real ecosystem changer in a place where nothing will ever get built. Nothing. And if he doesn't do it, I think Richard Branson just might take me up on this offer. This is the thing. I get to tell people, never happened, never happened, never happened. My brain sees the synthesis of all this and says, well, there's also Virgin Galactic, is there not? Richard Branson invests in South Africa. Quite a great deal. I would like to be the Pluto to the elders. Wellbeing Philosophy Institute, making clear, anti-racist, life-centric thinking about human potential a necessary global public good. When all of our heads are on straight about skin color not being something that divides us, about the legacy of colonialization being widespread dehumanization, which is why capitalism is so successful, all kinds of forced invisible labor. You don't think so? Now that you're locked at home with your kids, how much free work did you do for your company because you off-familyed your own children to strangers? The cost of not being there to parent your kids as you got sucked into cubicle captivity. That's why we got Columbines and new towns. Capitalism needs altered. Foundationally, human civilization is killing humans left, right, and center. Human civilization is inhumane. And the legal and financial dehumanization that capitalism has afforded to just few people. So yeah, I'm gonna let this video with Dave Chappelle and Jerry Seinfeld's names on it sit here until somebody fucking searches for it and finds it. Because I'm fierce. And I'm not like anybody else. That's why humanity, the parts of the people, you know, I don't really want to be Joe Q Public's comedian, philosopher. Don't want to be famous or even a celebrity. I want to be the person that Jerry Seinfeld introduces to Elon Musk and Richard Branson. And I want to hang out with Chappelle for fun. Play. You know. Do a special together, 50 million package, right? Because I get paid what Chappelle gets paid. Just because this is just some rank amateur fat 50-year-old woman on the stage with Dave Chappelle. We'll get to up to 25 million each. And I'm ready to do it. Fucking tell Elon Musk what to do? There you go. Now I'm gonna pull focus for 1 second, y'all. Yeah, these are my fantasies. Taking over the world. I Dr. Eve a bit. It's all about, let's just think about humans in Africa, when we go about our business as high-level capitalists, now in a space race to another planet, when we've gotten nowhere near optimizing this current one. Peace, love, and most important, harmony. Deb Halfrich. Hashtag redheaded She-Hulk. Over. Until my next burst of insight.